Hello. Before I show you even more ZBrush hard surface sculpting techniques, let's take the techniques we've learned so far and use them to create a full piece here. In this case, I'll just create a helmet. So I'll just duplicate this. And now I can just go into deformation and fill a little bit right off the bat here. Just for starters. And then I can activate Dynamesh. This resolution is a little bit too small. So let's start with something like at least 500. There we go. And now I can activate transparency, turn off ghost, and now we can see where the eyes should be here. So let's just start off by using clay buildup. Make sure that symmetry is on, press X, and I can start to create the basic design here. So now it's a little bit hard to see because the helmet right now is still very close to the head. We can actually see right through it. So I can actually go into inflate and actually inflate a little bit more here. So I have a nice buffer here. And I can use standard brush. I have increased the focal shift from 0 to 75. I've also gone into stroke and decreased layer step from 0.25 to 0.1. And I can use this to define the various areas where there to be panels. Just press Ctrl Z and just kind of have this design right here. I can just turn off transparency, so I can just refine this. What I can do here, for example, is just mask off this entire area. Alright, hold Control and click to invert the mask, W, so I can just click right here. And the transpose line will be adjusted to the normals of the surface. So now I can hold down Shift and click here to constrain the movement and just pull all this out here. And now I can just use H polish. I like to actually increase the focal shift of H polish. I find that it works better. Hold down Alt here, maybe press U and increase the Z intensity. And now I can just hold Alt and then let go of Alt to get a different result here. Here, for example, I can just use clay buildup just to kind of create this little area right here and just clear the mask, and then once again just H polish holding Alt. There we go. So I'm just kind of experimenting with the detail here, how wide I want this to be. I can try, for example, just quickly adding that in to see how I like it or not. Here I'm just using standard brush to just define the edges here. Just kind of smooth this out and try maybe a different detail. I can also smooth out the top here. Start experimenting with some detail down here. I can just mask off this area. Control and click to invert, W, click, and just move this out. Give this some thickness as well. Alright, at this point I'd like to increase the resolution. Let's try 1000 and Dynamesh, because now I need to focus a little bit more on this area here. And I'll also just isolate this area, Control Shift. And I can either go into solo mode, or I can simply turn off the other subtool. And I can just use perhaps standard brush or Damien standard. And here's a very important part for the design process. You want to spend some time here and make sure you get a good detail here. Here I can just mask this off, control and click, and then press W, move, and just kind of move this perhaps either forward or back. Here I will just mask off this area, control and click, and then perhaps just use flatten or H polish and just kind of flatten out this whole area. Now I can use the move brush just to adjust this, as well as H polish here. Here, hold Control to activate Mask Pen, and hold down Alt and just make a rectangle here. I'll just turn off Perspective for now, just so I can see straight in the middle. Control Alt, and there we go. And now I can actually just split on mask points. You can make this a separate mesh right here. And now I can go into deformation and just polish by groups here. And the edge loop. We get this thickness right here. I'll just make this 0.007. Right, I can return to this object. So I can just kind of start splitting everything off here into separate subtools. We're going to still do some more work right here. So I just want to figure out a good design here. And of course I'm rushing through this process. Normally you want to spend a good amount of time really getting a good design for the helmet here. But here I'm just kind of speeding through this process. So using standard brush or Damien standard is a good way just to kind of cut where you want the panels to be and experiment before you actually do all the work to create them. Here I just use H polish just to kind of clean this area up a little bit. You can see here this area is a little bit blurry, so I can just fix it up a little bit. And what I can also do is just Control Shift and switch this to Select Lasso here. And just lasso this area off here. And just quickly enter into solo mode. So what I would do here is just use H polish. So here if I just click, you notice I get this result right here. Notice how it doesn't really maintain this hard edge here, but if I hold down Alt, notice how it has a much easier time of kind of creating this hard edge here. And of course I can use something like Damon Standard just to kind of define this edge, as well as the pinch brush here. And I may want to decrease the draw size here. And of course this would be a little bit easier if I was working with a greater resolution, but I just want to stay with this resolution for now. So I'll hold down Alt, let go of Alt, and just kind of polish this up. You can also use the move brush. That's a good way of kind of defining this shape right here. And of course be sure to always rotate and sculpt from every angle. Sometimes increasing the size is also a good way if you find that you're not getting the correct results. Also, you might want to smooth out sometimes and just repolish. So notice how now we've cleaned up this area a lot here. Looks a lot more angular now. There we go. Control Shift and click. And we'll bring the rest of our mesh back here. So here what I can do is just kind of mask this area off. And I can see if I like this area extrude outwards, so I hold Control and click, W, click, hold Shift and just move this directly outwards here. Q to go back to draw mode, Control make intersection clear the mask. Now I can just kind of see whether I like this. And after I apply data mesh, you can see this hole here is sealed with a new poly group, but that's okay, we can just keep this. And also in the data mesh, I can just make sure that blur is just set to 0 here. So here I may want for this to continue. I'll just turn off solo so I can see where this plate starts. I can just mask off this area as well. Control and click to invert, W, click and just move this out as well here. And then Control empty selection to clear the mask. And here I can just try and bridge this area together. So I'll just use move first of all, just to move this out here. And I will just isolate this area. And here I'll just use planar. And just hold down Alt to just kind of bridge this gap here. If I don't use it carefully, it'll just end up going all the way out here because it just uses a single surface here. And then H polish here. Here I'm thinking if I want to maybe move this bottom part up a little bit. Or if I actually want to keep this detail here. I will see if I like it by first masking this. And then Control and clicking to invert, and once again just moving this out. Perhaps also just carefully masking this away. And now I can see if I like this detail here. Alright, I'll just do a little bit more refining. In the next video, I'll go ahead and start detaching more of these pieces and further polishing and entering the next stage. Thank you for watching, and take care.